And first, right now with the night team, the struggle and real concern over the future of 2 EMS services in southern Indiana. Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Doug Proffitt. Up for a vote tonight in Floyd County, raise taxes to possibly keep them going. WHAS 11 night team's Taylor Woods and photojournalist Elijah McKenzie cover the debate that local leaders know needs an answer.
Floyd County is in a tough spot. They are weighing a tax increase to help fund EMS services with 2 different providers. They've been struggling with staffing. So far, the county has services funded until the end of 2024.
We took care of that a couple months ago. But it's the next 2 years that we're under contract that we need to worry about.
Council members are concerned about how the county is going to pay both AmeriPro Health and the Highlander Fire District until 2026. As they debate different options, Floyd County Council President Danny Short says either way there will be an increase to the county's local income tax rate of 0.2%.
If the 0.2, the max would bring in about $5 million.
Short said the new response times with AmeriPro Health and Highlander Fire District have been acceptable, but the 2 providers are facing staffing challenges.
Both are still in need of paramedics, which is a nationwide shortage, EMTs and paramedics. And that also drives the cost up because you have to pay more to attract a paramedic.
During Tuesday's council meeting, the board decided to hold off on the vote about the tax increase.
My guess is it won't be a unanimous vote, so we'll have to do it in 2 meetings. So we would do it in our September and October meeting, and if it passes, at whatever rate, it would be in effect January 1st.
Short is hoping the board can come to an agreement at the next meeting, so funding for EMS can be secured over the next 2 years.
We'll regroup and get together, and we'll see what we can do in September.
They know it's a decision that's important to the welfare of Floyd County. In Floyd County, Taylor Woods, WHAS 11 night team on your side.
And the next Floyd County Council meeting is going to be held on Tuesday, September 10th. A driver in Clarksville, Indiana, suffered serious injuries this afternoon when police say he rear-ended a school bus. You see right here from the scene. It happened about 3:15 near South Clark and Stansifer Avenue. Chief Nathan Walls says the man was speeding when he hit the back of the Clarksville Community Bus number 10. The 9 students on board, middle and high schoolers, and the bus driver were not hurt, thankfully. Chief Walls says EMS checked everybody out and then sent them home with their parents. He reminds people to pay more attention now that school's back in session.
We need people to pay attention. This could have been just an incredible tragedy today. We've seen them throughout the country periodically. We're lucky. We're lucky this doesn't happen more often with, you think of the amount of buses that are traveling throughout the area daily, that we don't have these incidents more often.
In a post on social media tonight, the police department recognized the bus driver, Mike Kane, who started moving the bus forward when he saw the car approaching too fast. The department says it likely saved others from serious injuries. In a separate crash this afternoon, 2 infants were taken to the hospital after a car hit a utility pole. You see it right here. This one happened at about 2 o'clock in Louisville's Russell neighborhood this afternoon at 19th and Broadway. The 2 children were rushed to Norton Children's Hospital for treatment. Right now, we don't know their conditions. All new on the WHAS 11 night team, a Shively police officer is sent to the hospital to be checked out for possible minor injuries tonight after a chase with a suspect. A Shively police spokesperson tells WHAS 11 News that around 7:15 tonight, officers responded to the area around Park Road and Dixie Highway for reports of a suspicious person. At some point, officers began running after the suspect, and that's when that officer got hurt. Police say they have everyone involved in this, and they're all accounted for. We had a bit of a warm-up today, a little bit more humidity out around Kentuckiana tonight. Our chief meteorologist, Ben Pine, of course, here with us on the night team. And Ben, do we get a nice day tomorrow? Or are we going to start talking about even more rain?
Heating up a little bit, no rain, and the humidity, thankfully, is actually staying fairly low out there after a high of 87 today. Comfortable this evening and late tonight, 77 at Louisville International. Out in the suburbs, even cooler in the upper 60s. We'll see low temps in the low to mid 60s tonight. Mostly clear sky, closest shower staying off to our southwest. So overnight, mostly clear, low 67 in the city. Some cooler outlying areas, 84 at noon tomorrow. Humidity does stay low, as I mentioned, but heating up to a high of 89. That is a normal high for this time of the year. A little bit later in the week, the mugginess returns right in time for the return of some showers and thunderstorms as well. We'll be looking ahead to our next weather impact alert day coming up in our full forecast.
All right, Ben, thank you. All new tonight, a new Kentucky-wide title and registration system. You've been hearing us talk about it. It is known as WHAS, has been causing headaches since it was implemented in January. Tonight, we're hearing concerns about this system's problems for people who are undocumented, but they're waiting to become citizens. WHAS 11 Night Team's Alex Dieter is joining us now. And Alex, you've been talking with a woman who has been advocating for changes to this system.
Yeah, Doug. Well, some people who own businesses, homes, and have paid taxes on their cars for years are now struggling to renew their car titles. And while the issue started before WHAS, the new system does put limits on the type of identification accepted for car titling and registration. On Dixie Highway at Multiservicios Latinos,
there's a lot of people here that are angry and frustrated.
Owner Veronica Rodriguez is feeling the impact of the new statewide title and registration service known as WHAS.
Something needs to work out for these people that are here undocumented, for them to purchase cars.
Rodriguez's company helps with car titles and registrations. Many of her clients are undocumented Latinos who are trying to become naturalized citizens and still in the immigration process. They are also using an IRS-issued individual taxpayer identification number, or ITIN, for car registrations and titling. For years, a Kentucky statute has prohibited the use of ITINs for car registration and titles. But Ashley Tinius with the Jefferson County Clerk's Office says Frankfort didn't start rejecting them until mid-2023.
They wanted to make it more secure and have better documentation of the individuals who were titling and registering cars, because you could steal someone's ITIN number very easily as opposed to a social security number.
Also recently, the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet became tougher with the statute implementation. While ITINs were rejected for car titles before, the start of WHAS in January was the last stop for ITINs accepted for car titles.
It's been in effect for years, and they were still getting the ITIN number. They were still using the ITIN number. So that's something that Frankfort failed on that, because it directly says you can't use an ITIN number, but they've been using it all this time.
If they use the individual taxpayer identification number in the past, that just does not work under WHAS. It is not considered secure.
Frankfort now only accepts Social Security numbers and Kentucky IDs for car titling, identification that Rodriguez says is hard for her clients to obtain.
Some people, they can't take out a Kentucky ID because they're still in process with immigration,
leaving her hands tied.
These people have been paying taxes for that vehicle for years. All they want to do, if they can't renew, they need the title so they can sell it.
At the moment, titles are getting turned down.
Before this new system, did you have this many rejections?
Oh no, never. I never had rejections.
And take a look at her desk, full of the rejected title transfers from Frankfort, something she's never seen in her 12 years of business. Rodriguez tells me that she's been to Frankfort and sends emails looking for a solution. She says her business sees about 30 clients a day that need help with car titles and registrations, which has increased since WHAS was implemented. Doug?
Alex, thank you. Now, county clerks across Kentucky have been sharing their frustrations with WHAS, specifically the backlog that many officers are dealing with. That includes in Louisville, where Jefferson County Clerk Bobby Holsclaw recently told Kentucky lawmakers that the backlog in registrations is hitting car dealerships especially hard. She closed 2 Louisville offices for 2 weeks last month just to let staff members focus solely on getting the dealer paperwork completed. Kentucky transportation officials have said the program is improving, and they hope by the end of this month, rebuilt titles can be processed within a week. All news since 6 for the first time since it opened. The Muhammad Ali Center is being led by a CEO who is not only from West Louisville, but still lives there. Of course, the very neighborhood where Ali himself grew up. So tonight it was the big River City welcome for Devon Holt.
What he says about this being his passion job is not just words, it's real. He feels it here. And he represents this city, this center, Muhammad, in such an exquisite way. I am so proud that he is our CEO.
That, of course, is Lonnie Ali, Muhammad Ali's widow. She was involved in the hiring of Holt and said he's already hit the ground running. The Ali Center has always had an international focus since it opened in 2005. Holt answered our question about the need to build its relationship with the community.
There's work that we're going to do to open the doors and invite the community into the Muhammad Ali Center. But just as importantly, we're going to take the Muhammad Ali Center out into the community. There's so many relationships that we need to build and strengthen to be a part of the great work that's happening to improve our community.
He's got the energy to do it, as you can see. Before taking over the job last month, Holt previously worked for Goodwill Industries of Kentucky and played a significant role in the plan to create the Opportunity Campus in West Louisville, which sits right next to the new Norton West Louisville Hospital under construction. It will open in November. 2, 3. Big cheers today. A new year and a new building for students in Fort Knox. Today, teachers and administrators cut the ribbon right here on the new Van Voris Elementary School. It's pre-K through 4th grade and features state-of-the-art technology. Unlike traditional school classrooms, teachers have what they call learning studios with movable walls to allow for more flexible learning.
It is very open, gives children the opportunity to socialize, teachers the opportunity to collaborate together, and it's not just your classroom. It's all the students. They belong to us.
All right, watch out, Bend Pine. The school also includes a TV studio complete with a green room where students will produce a show for daily announcements.